Hey friends, it's time for another Playwright tip. And after sharing last week's video, Max from the Playwright team reached out and told me, hey Stefan, you should actually never use the click method on the page object because it is not strict. This was entirely news to me, so let's have a look at what that means. I have my example page here on the right side that includes a button that after clicking it, it changes state and then it disappears. And here in my editor, you see a quick Playwright test that goes to localhost. It uses page.click to interact with the button and it takes a screenshot. And there's nothing particularly wrong with this. I can now run this test, and when we look at the screenshot, you will see that indeed it clicked the right button. But let me show you a situation where this method might lead to troubles. When we go to the HTML page and we add another button here, so we now have this little boo button which does absolutely nothing, and we run this test case again, you will see that your test kind of is broken now. When we have a look at the screenshot, you'll see that the wrong button was clicked. Playwright, when you use page.click, will just take the first element matching your selector. You can work around this by passing an options object, and you can define that you want to run in strict mode. And when you now run the test again, you will see that Playwright will be, hey, Stefan, wait a second. I'm supposed to click something here, but there are two elements. Please make sure that you're defining which element you want to check. And this gives you a little bit more safety when multiple people are pushing code to be sure that your test cases are actually covering the right DOM elements. On the other hand, what you can do is you can rely on locator functions. You see pretty much the same thing here. I'm locating the button using a button selector and I'm clicking this. The cool thing about going the locator approach is, first of all, it is running in strict mode by default, so you can always be sure that you're matching the correct elements. But also when you use locator functions, what you can do is you can rely on web-first assertions, which are all these very handy utility functions on the expect objects, like to have class, to be hidden, to be visible, which only are available when you're using locators to interact with the DOM elements in your sites. And this is all for today. Thank you, Max, for pointing that out. And I see you all for next week's Playwright tip.